Okay, this is slideshow number 10. What we're going to be working on now is working on those locks again, the latches. You can see that one was welded on solid. I want to be able to make these adjustable so I can fine tune it. You can see that the old ones were busted out. So I'm going to, took a chisel and hammered that in so I had the sharp little edges for the latch to lock or to sit up against. So it has a little, so as you slide it, it has something to lock up against. On the other side, the dovetail was totally gone, so got me a plate, drilled it out, and then copied one and made me a duplicate of the other one that I had there. That'll keep it from going up and down. Alright, what we're going to work on now is way there in the back there is the where my air cleaner is. And what I'm building is a scoop that will pick up the air from the front of the radiator where it's cool and funnel it back in to down the engine into the air cleaner. So I'm just shrinking and stretching and working this out. You can see I put a bead roll on it, and that comes over the top, and it'll catch fresh air out of the front of the radiator and put her back into the stock Dodge air cleaner. Is what it actually is. Got a Fram air filter in there that bolts up against that firewall. Front, what I'm doing here is finishing off the inner fender, so that'll go on over, build that little piece there to finish that up. Okay, what we're going to work on now is we're going to work on where we're going to put the wires in and out. So I'm drilling holes. You put some nylon tabs in there, and then you've got this it's almost like it's a stainless steel spring, I believe, that slides in and out, so you can run your electrical wires in there. You got that. Okay, what's going on here is the air conditioning. Like I said, I mounted it under the floor. This is the channel that's going to bring the air up and into the front there. This is where my fresh air is going to be picked up from down in the floor. Hopefully nobody's got any stinky feet back in the back. Anyway, yeah, it pulls air from there, and then it'll go down into that air conditioning. Here's what it looks like underneath. I've got a 4-inch round channel that'll go around there. Here's the air conditioner I'm using. It's an aftermarket, and I got to build a box all around that so it'll pull that air into the into the fan. So there's my two deals there. The other ones is going to be for my heater system that I had to adapt. Here it is mounted up underneath the frame. In the back, I'm going to put another air conditioning system in the back, so it'll blow cold air. It is nice. It blows cold air across the floor and onto your back of your neck. Here's a steering column. I need to build me a cover for all this. So I'm making paper patterns using my T-dolly to do the bending around. So I've got a radius band. Just working this by hand, it looks like, instead of putting it in my radius bender. Got the first one set up there. Trimming it down. This looks like maybe the second one that's going to go on the bottom. And then I will bead roll that down and kind of flange it in, put a step in it, and then just run screws down there. Finishing the side of the outside. I'm going to mount an air conditioning vent in there, cutting that in, getting the idea of how big it is. And we got the hole cut in, and that'll be just step by step working on this, getting it welded in, and that'll put the vent right there. So the underneath air conditioner runs to one's in the front, and I got a rear one. These are going to put a overhead console in it, so I'm making a pattern of what I want. Here's the piece of cardboard, and kind of put it all together of what kind of looks that I want. Transfer that to a piece of aluminum. Making that aluminum, it's lighter, so I don't have to hold all that heavy weight up there. Putting a flange on it. Got a flange going up towards the roof now. And it curves. You can see it fits the side of the by the door area and stuff. Fits good there. I'm going to mount my radio, my window switches to put my windows up and down. Here I'm taking a contour gauge laying across the top so I can get a curve of what the inside of the console is going to be up against the roof. So I'm putting a 90-degree bead on that, shaping it so it will fit the front of that, and kind of piecing it together here, see how it's working, and holding it up, see if it's fitting the roof good. Now I can come in and scribe all this, and now it looks like I've drilled it and clecoed it, and then I can scribe a line and make a good weld there. There, clamping it, clecoing it, getting that together. Alright, slowly tacking, welding, cutting the cleco tabs off and getting it all together here. Looks like that last one was I needed a radius instead of a sharp corner because I'm going to put the headliner up around that. Okay, here I'm putting some aftermarket windshield wipers up. So I had to run a strap across there to help hold this up. Got that mounted in. Here I'm going to put a defroster in it. So I need the vents for the defroster. So I bead rolled a louver, and then I welded that into the front window frame. Okay, seatbelts. Getting them set up in there. Got to be safe nowadays. There where it is, mounted down by the seat on the floor. Alright, that was number 10. We're clipping along here. I know I've got 3 more left, and anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. Keep tuned.